Trump just isn't the same. You're noticing it now, aren't you? You can see it. He's old, sleepy, confused, weak.
His jaw kept falling on his chest and his mouth kept going slack.
He's not the same man. His energy is gone. No one can deny it.
And Putin, has so little respect for Obama that he's starting to throw around the nuclear word. You heard that, nuclear.
You're learning he cares about himself, not us.
Sioux Falls, thank you very much, Sioux Falls.
We've all had parents who we loved, but who changed over the years. Needed help, needed understanding, needed care.
Including Obama. I'll tell you what, you take a look at Obama and take...
With Trump, it's happening so fast. We can all see it. Now you do too.
What are Republicans like Rick Scott, J.D. Vance, and Mike Johnson doing in a New York City courtroom? Wasting time, wasting taxpayer money.
Just the unbelievable, just complete waste.
Are they in Washington, D.C., working to make the economy stronger, or America safer, or your life better?
No.
No. They talk about inflation and gas prices, but they're too busy cheerleading their leader to do anything about it.
Everybody loves me.
They should be in Washington, making the tough votes to strengthen the border.
This makes zero sense.
Instead, they're kissing Trump's ring in Manhattan.
It was not a good look for Congress.
They're not loyal to you. They're loyal to him.
It can only be my personality, that's all.
It's why more Americans are asking than ever before. Is this what we're paying them for?
Not in Washington doing their jobs. They're at the courthouse.
The American people are over it.
Nothing worked, Donald.
Nothing.
You tried everything to delay the trial.
You failed.
Now Melania gets to be humiliated again.
She hates you.
Being reminded that you f***ed a porn star.
Stormy said you sucked in bed.
And then you paid to keep it secret.
Embarrassing.
Lied about it over and over.
The truth came out.
Now Judge Marchand has you on a leash.
That's a good boy.
Gagged.
Do what you're told.
He's had enough of your threats and your lies.
Just like your wife.
Alvin Bragg has your number. And the case is strong.
Or humiliation.
You won't testify.
You'd screw it up.
You're going to lose.
A loser.
You're going to be convicted.
A convict.
And you're going to pay.
If you had any money.
The only president in history to face a criminal trial.
Fred would be ashamed.
Maybe you're not being persecuted.
You did this to yourself.
Maybe it's because you're a criminal.
Guilty.
Donald Trump found guilty on all 34 counts of falsifying business records in the first degree.
You're a criminal, Donald. That's what the jury said. Not the deep state. Not the Democrats. Not the Biden administration. A jury. Regular people who saw the evidence and felt sick. You're a criminal. And you did it to yourself.
Nobody's ever seen anything like this. It's a shame.
Your defense was weak because you're weak. They had no argument because there is no argument. You were too scared to testify because you knew Donald. You know. You're guilty. Guilty as sin. Guilty as charged.
America's presidents have always brought something unique to the White House. From revolutionaries to businessmen to statesmen, their common thread has been clear: a commitment to the founding principles that make America great. Until recently, there was something else every president since World War II had in common. They all saw Adolf Hitler for the genocidal monster he was. All of them except one, Donald Trump. After 80 years of presidents who despised Nazism, Donald Trump became the first one to praise it.
They're poisoning the blood of our country.
It's sick. It's wrong. And the Republican Party is defending it. And if you're a Republican voter, it's time to ask yourself, is this who you are? Because if you're still defending Donald Trump, the answer is yes.
From midnight tweets to drinking bleach to tear-gassing citizens and staging a photo op, we knew Trump was out of control when he was president. Then he lost the 2020 election and snapped, desperately trying to hold on to power. Now he's running again, this time threatening to be a dictator, to terminate the Constitution.
If I don't get elected, it's going to be a bloodbath.
Trump wants revenge, and he'll stop at nothing to get it.
I'm Joe Biden, and I approve this message.
I can tell you he is as sharp now as he was when I knew him 30 years ago.
And we did with Obama. We won an election that everyone said couldn't be won.
Those cognitive test results are absolutely fantastic.
We built almost 500 miles of wall. Even the Obama administration says it in their stats.
He's incredibly sharp. He's got a better memory than I have, than you have.
But they all thought that Bush might win. Jeb, he got us into the Middle East. How did that work out?
There's no decline, zero.
President Obama, he should immediately resign.
President Trump is fit. He's ready to go.
Viktor Orban. Did anyone ever hear of him? He's the leader of Turkey.
Of course, Viktor Orban, the leader of Hungary.
He makes one little mistake, the media goes insane.
Obama wants to, he doesn't even mention them in his statement.
Well, you mean President Biden?
His cognition is top-notch.
Sioux Falls. Thank you very much, Sioux Falls. So, Sioux City.
Voters next year will be able to decide, do they want to vote for a vegetable for president or somebody who's got energy and mental acuity?
We would be in World War II.
Ever feel like a loser? A sucker? Someone who got played? You should, because if you still support Trump, that's what you are. You got played by this guy. All his promises, come on, they're as real as his hair. He never built the wall. He never did the trade deals. He was never going to. It was all a show, a con game. He said you'd get tired of winning, but you're just tired. Tired of giving him money to pay for his lawyers. Tired of watching him embarrass you. Tired of his lies, his lawsuits, his trouble. Tired of defending a man who doesn't deserve your support. You know he won't change. You know he's the architect of all his problems. But he thinks you're gullible, that you can't figure him out. If you keep supporting him, you're proving him right.
Has this ever happened to you? You're sitting in court again, under pressure and stress, and then a warm feeling comes over you, uncomfortably warm.
Uh-oh.
It's pressure, all right. Down there. That's when you need Trump diapers. Trump diapers, the elite adults incontinence product for owning libs on the go, while you go. Trump diapers contain a comforting, patent-pending fiber that's the ultimate in pulling fluids from your delicate orange skin.
I always look orange.
With Trump diapers, you can sit all day in luxurious comfort, whether you're busy ending democracy or just rage posting on social media without consequence. Trump diapers let you spread Russian propaganda all day in dry comfort. And Trump diapers make insurrection easy. You'll never need to poop in the Capitol again. Trump diapers, for when you're losing your shit in more ways than one.
You know, there is a genius to what I'm doing. You do know that I go from here to there, and it all comes back into a beautiful picture. I was going to say he's full of bullshit, but I don't want to use bad language. I do like junk food. Who doesn't? I won a lot of golf. I'm a nice golfer. I'm very good at imitating swings. Dr. Martin Luther King on steroids. It reminds me of this fly that's driving me crazy up here. I'm able to talk about things, although I do have a gag order. This fly is brutal, so I know he's in heaven. My mother, I guarantee it. My father, I think. I don't like flies. What's an indictment? What's an indictment, please? I got indicted 4 times. And, why? I don't know. I love my family so much, and I love my country so much. I love things. I work all different days. I don't discriminate. Tijuana! We will start negotiation now. No way. I said, way. Don't do that. Why would we do this? Are we stupid? Why would we do this? I don't want to ever say this, you know, Bing, I don't know. Who the hell wants to do business in France? This guy with no IQ. Emmanuel, real patriots. You look at a can, I know how long it's been there. But that was peanuts. Are you having a good time considering the subject matter is so terrible? I say to myself, you're a frickin' genius.
America loves President Trump because he's plain spoken.
I do like junk food.
Easy to understand.
Chairman, you're sitting on a wild pony. You gotta pull that pony. You gotta get it going.
And he is clear as a bell.
In my second term, we will roll back every Biden attack on the Second Amendment.
President Trump, when he was in office, he underwent testing for his cognitive dissonance.
I don't like flies.
President Trump has more energy than a 40-year-old.
On his first day of his trial, Reuters reported that Trump appeared to doze off during jury selection.
They said the guy's sleeping? He's meditating.
On April 22nd, MSNBC reported that Trump's lawyers were fighting to keep him awake.
I think he's praying.
Oh, Mom.
Donald Trump could get up on stage, pull his pants down, take a up at the podium, and I still would never vote for you fucking Democrats again.
Anybody have any Tic Tacs?
Liberals hate humans because, I'm just going to speak very bluntly here, because the liberals are largely enthralled to demons who hate humans and want to destroy them.
The real dictatorship, which we're over 1,200 days in.
They're gonna drill. They're gonna be boom. This is me. I hear bing, ding, boom. To the back of my head. Look, is it okay? Like an artist. Written by a nice reporter. Now the poor guy, you got to see this guy. Oh, I don't know what I said. I don't remember. He's going like, I don't remember. Oh, maybe that's what I said. Nevada. And you know what I said? You know what I said? I said when I came out here, I said, nobody says it the other way. It has to be Nevada. He said I had small hands. Actually, I'm 6'3", not 6'2", but he said I had small hands. They're not small, are they? I never heard that one before. Donald Trump has small hands. So I said, small hands. These guys know. I hit a ball 280 yards. Stand up. My club champion. Stand up. Do I hit the ball good? Do I hit it long? Is Trump strong? Huh? I left. It was 2.6%. We had no inflation. Everything was so good. Now, Sleepy Joe would say the unemployment. Oh, Sleepy Joe. Joined today by Shanna Gray, who owns a vegan restaurant. Supposed to be really good. I'm not into the vegan stuff. Try that vegan food. I don't know if I'm going to like these fact checkers. They'll check facts with me, and I'm like 99% right. And they'll say, and therefore, he lied. We got $28 billion from China that went to our farmers because they targeted you. We tariffed China a lot of money, and they paid for it. You didn't pay. You know, the fake news likes to say, you don't pay. They paid. Answer. You told me that one, okay? Went through the whole Mueller hoax. They did this big report. I was totally exonerated. One thing I can promise you this. I will always tell you the truth. Even the smart guys on Wall Street, and I know all of them, and they are smart. And who knows more about the word apprentice than Donald Trump? I understand politicians better than anybody. Nobody knows politicians better than me. Who knows the other side better than me? Who knows the other side better? We need clean. We want clean. He wants clean. We want clean. I want clean. He wants clean. We want clean. Look, I want clean and very clean. Nobody ever heard of Osama bin Laden until really the World Trade Center. Nobody ever heard of the word trillion until 10 years ago. Nobody ever heard of the word emolument before. Emolument! Discussed and learned, honestly. The media didn't know. Nobody knew. They've never heard this before, and we learned a lot. Ba, 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 ba. Ding, 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 ding. Bing, 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 boom. Zion, zionaning, dodong, dadang. I want surveillance of certain mosques, okay? If that's okay. Because they are recruiting by the thousands. They're leaving our country. And then when they come back, we take them back. Oh, come on back. Where were you? I was fighting for ISIS. Oh, come on back. Go home. Enjoy yourself. I will absolutely take database on the people coming in from Syria if we can't stop it, but we're going to. I've made it known. If I win, they're going back.
It seems like you're discussing a particular perspective on Donald Trump's legal situation, highlighting his recent felony conviction and its implications. Here's a rewritten version. Donald Trump's recent felony conviction marks a significant moment, showcasing his transformation into a figure even his staunchest supporters might revile. Despite his claims and potential future attempts to spin the narrative, the fact remains. A New York jury, after carefully weighing evidence, found him guilty. This verdict wasn't orchestrated by political opponents or shadowy forces. It was a result of the legal process. Trump's newfound status as a felon carries tangible consequences. He forfeits his right to vote and to own firearms. This loss of rights isn't due to some external vendetta, but stems directly from his actions. During the trial, Trump opted not to present certain witnesses or testify, a decision that ultimately contributed to his conviction. Despite the predictable backlash and attempts to paint himself as a victim, the rule of law prevailed. Neither Trump's bluster nor his attempts to skirt legal boundaries swayed the jury or the judge. What they saw was a man who abused his power, engaged in criminal behavior, and attempted to silence dissenting voices to protect his image. This verdict isn't the end of Trump's story, but it's a significant chapter. Regardless of his future endeavors, he will forever carry the label of felon. Today marks a victory for justice and a reaffirmation of the principle that no one, regardless of their status, is above the law. Blue. Trump remains optimistic about his chances of winning New York in the upcoming fall elections, despite the state not having been carried by a Republican presidential nominee since 1984. While the Bronx typically leans heavily Democratic, Trump has noted a narrowing margin in recent elections. In 2020, he lost the county to Joe Biden by approximately 68 points, an improvement from Hillary Clinton's 79-point victory margin in 2016. The South Bronx, where the rally is scheduled, is predominantly inhabited by Hispanic, 64%, and Black, 31% residents, according to the U.S. Census Bureau. However, several House Republicans from New York have indicated they will not be able to attend Trump's rally due to changes in the chamber's voting schedule on Thursday.